Let's see if I can find all the words. All done. Doubtful sound. That must be the password to the hatch.
Who would you like to call?
Jamila, 020-496-0423.
Who is this?
Nancy.
Nancy who?
Close. It's Nancy Drew.
Oh, I remember you.
From Egypt.
That's right. Hold on. Where are you calling from?
New Zealand.
So Sunny found you.
It would appear so, yeah.
Are you in any immediate danger?
No.
Be less certain about that. I'm glad you're doing okay. At least until now.
You wouldn't know the combination to Sunny's footlocker, would you?
Take the number from the UFO, the sum of the constellation pamphlet numbers, and the number of stars that look like a hat. Then divide by the number of the chapter on testers.
You remember that, but not the combination?
I remember both. But if you're going to snoop on Sunny, you'd better be able to explain how you solved that. Otherwise, he'll know I helped.
I need your help.
That you do. I hope it's enough.
Do you have any clue what Sunny's up to?
Well, yes and no.
Give me the yes.
He's trying to follow up on his grandfather's wishes.
Okay, what's the no?
I'm not sure what he's after. I believe it's an artifact.
What kind?
Something very important to the Anunnaki. Something his grandfather, Jin, was desperate to get his hands on. That's all I know. Jin founded Spied. He's hard to track down, but he's an expert on relics and ancient sites. And aliens.
Do you think it's true Sunny hijacked the crew of the show?
Off the record?
Would anyone believe the record?
Fair point. Yes, he did. I told him not to.
Wait, you knew he was hijacking the show?
Sunny and I still work together quite a bit. He trusts me to not trust him. That's in anticipation of your next question.
About why you'd trust Sunny?
That's the one. I don't know how to explain it. I don't know if I believe exactly what he believes in, but I do believe he believes it, and I believe in him.
That's a bit circular for my taste.
Mine too. Nancy, I owe you my loyalty. I know you can keep calm under pressure.
That's what people say before introducing more pressure.
Well, here's some more pressure. I don't know if Sunny's finally lost it. More concerning, though.
More concerning than the show being led by a crazy person?
Sunny doesn't know if he's lost it.
What?
Yeah, what indeed? He doesn't know if he trusts his grandfather. He's here on his grandfather's orders.
To do what?
He won't say. But the night before he left, he called me. He was talking a mile a minute. He said he was going to do something there was no turning back from.
Something bad?
Something where people could get hurt. Maybe even die.
You told him to stop, right?
Of course.
And
that's when things ended up in the frightening territory. He stopped talking. He was on the other end of the phone, just dead quiet.
why was he so upset?
That's what I asked.
And?
He said he'd already put the gears in motion as the story demands.
You said as the story demands. What does that mean?
Wouldn't I like to know?
You didn't ask any follow-up questions?
Please, Nancy. Of course I did. Problem was that the answers were very confusing.
Do you remember what he said?
Yes, but he told me stories. That's not how people answer questions.
What were the stories about?
His grandfather. It didn't make any sense, Nancy. I'm so sorry.
Do you think Sunny could be behind George's injury?
I hope not.
Hope?
Not.
But he could have been?
He could. But I hope not.
Explain this whole Anunnaki thing to me.
It's easy, but it's crazy.
Do your worst.
Spy believes that there is a community like the United Nations, but instead of countries, it's planets. Galaxies.
So it's the UN, but more fun.
Less fun. The Earth is in a very bad way right now.
That does seem to be the main talking point these days.
Because it's true. We need help. We can't go it alone.
I'm pretty sure we can.
As was I. We have everything we need, right? We're smart. We're strong. We adapt.
I sense a...
But. Yes, there is. But we don't know how to work together.
And the Galactic Parliament doesn't like this.
Exactly. But do us both a favor.
Be nicer?
Be realistic. Doesn't matter if any of this is real.
Yes, it does.
No, it doesn't. Not if pretending it's true makes the world better.
So do you believe in Spied or not?
Don't push me to say. Watch what I do and you'll see your answer.
Do you work for Spide?
I suppose I do, unofficially.
As a teacher?
Yes, although, between you and me, the lessons are all rubbish.
Well, then why teach?
It's a cover. Most places that teach are a cover.
A cover? For what?
For the actual learning that goes on behind the scenes. I feel bad for the students. We just make things up about aliens while they take notes or nod off. But when they leave, that's when the interesting work begins.
What work?
We each have our interests. I specialize in artifacts, as does Sunny. Someday you should meet everyone. You'd fit right in.
Can I call you back?
Of course.
Bye-bye.
Be safe, Nancy.
You know, you won't get away with bending the rules forever.
You talked to Sunny?
I did. He's, looking into it.
Well done. I'll toast your closing of a loophole with the opening of a new loophole.
That feels a lot like cheating to me.
Me too.
I'm sensing that this is your main strategy.
In part, I really do like a fair fight. But I also like winning. I'm just giving myself enough room to decide a path later. Do yourself a favor and read the rules.
I took your advice and read the rules.
Oh yeah? In the case of a direct tie, what are the 5 possible tiebreak activities?
There's no such thing as a tiebreaker in this show.
Welcome to the playing field.
What do you do when you're not on TV?
Lots of freelance work in the information sector.
What kind?
My resume is almost entirely acronyms at this point. I can't really disclose most of my work.
Oh, sounds intriguing.
Rarely, but on those rare days.
You moved our medallion.
Yes,
I thought you were the one who followed all the rules.
and I did. Paragraph titled Medallions, 3rd line down. Players may not remove the medallions of the opposing team.
Yes, and that's the rule you broke.
Remove. I moved the medallion, only once.
You're kidding me.
Take it up with the producer if you'd like.
What made you decide to sign up for the show?
I'm a Pacific Run superfan. I've watched all the seasons multiple times.
Really? You seem very smart.
Oh, please with that. I spend my day being smart. At night, show me a person falling down and give me some popcorn.
What's your favorite season of Pacific Run?
3, hands down.
Okay, your favorite competitor?
Richard.
Last name?
Swimburger.
What did he look like?
A man. I'm bored. This is boring.
Is it boring, or is it true that you weren't being honest about being a fan?
Who would lie about loving reality TV?
What were you doing near the bridge before it collapsed?
I was looking for a fern like we were supposed to.
My friend almost died. If you had anything to do with it,
You'll what?
I don't know.
I didn't hurt your friend. Neither did Patrick.
I think it's time for me to prove myself.
How so?
Whatever the next challenge is, I'm going to master it.
You sure?
Positive. Nancy, you look guilty.
What do you mean?
Who did you call?
Jamila?
So, is she a New Zealand expert now?
No, mainly she's still interested in Sunny.
That's fine. No need to use our one call wisely. I mean, how hard can it be to learn about an entire country? There's so little of it. You really made a good choice there.
Do you want to hear what she said?
Actually, yes, but can I still be angry?
She thinks Sunny has brought us together to help him contact aliens.
Well, that is odd.
How did it go with Patrick?
That man is an enigma.
In what way?
Does it matter?
I guess not.
He's so calm, I forget myself. It's like that time I met a cow.
I need more information than that.
Dave dragged me to the fair, remember him?
Yeah?
It was a fair, so animals, scam artists, flirting with food poisoning. But then I found myself looking at a cow, and she was looking at me, and we had a really long cow/human moment. We got into not a staring contest, more of a staring cooperation. I think I was there for like hours, not thinking, not wanting anything, just being and smelling, let's be honest.
So Patrick is a cow. Great.
Just the profound part of cows and the not super smart part of cows.
Thanks for distracting Patrick.
I actually like doing it.
Yeah?
He's like my spirit animal.
He's a person and also alive?
I know, but he's so calm. Do you know that his parents and their parents going back were some sort of mystical teachers?
I gathered something like that.
He wouldn't talk about it, but it's like I stood next to him and we didn't say anything. We had crackers.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Okay, so let's see if I can figure out Jamila's instructions. Knowing Sunny, I'd better figure out the combination before messing with that. Sunny's focusing on a small group of us. Why? Maybe this will help explain the plan Sunny accidentally mentioned. Whoa, I'm gonna need a professional to crack this.
Keep sending Bess to talk to Patrick.
Okay, why?
It seems good for her. And I've been listening to the show audio.
And
There's something puzzling about him.
I keep finding these comics.
I think Sunny wants you to read them.
Carrie thinks Sunny hijacked the show.
That would make sense.
How so?
Well, you know I'm a huge Pacific Run fan, and I can tell you that this season is way off. I mean, first, the crew is non-existent, and normally you travel the whole Pacific, hence the name. Why are we focused on this one area?
I don't know.
Should we be worried?
A little.
All right.
I'm still not making any progress with who cut the bridge.
That's really good. Sorry, I'm just a little...